Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Fantasy WNBA Today. Your boy, Rick Kamla. We are ready with a power-packed episode for you. Apologies that we're a little bit late. I just put out a tweet that will be hitting the air at 10 a.m. Had a couple of technical difficulties we had to figure out, but we do it for you so the quality is is exceptional as you want it to be. So thank you for your patience with that. We dive in. Okay, I start every episode with my top three and my bottom three from the past week in the WNBA, and there's so much juicy stuff. I mean, it's I don't know, it's a pizza in New York City, man. It's juicy, it's delicious, and you know what? My favorite thing of the last week is DeWanna Bonner reuniting with her wife, Alyssa Thomas, in Phoenix. This is a feel-good. This is a great ending to a weird story. This is going to lead to, I believe, some really good things on the basketball court. This is a huge win for everybody involved. DeWanna Bonner gets free from Indiana. It took a minute. You know, in Fantasy WNBA, hopefully you held on to her. I had a decision on Sunday. I'm like, I'm taking another L here. Do I cut Bonner? No, I'm not cutting Bonner. Glad I didn't, because now she's going to Phoenix. They're like, how are you catching L's around here? Bro, my whole team. Caitlin Clark never plays. She's the Ja Morant, the Zion Williamson of the WNBA. Kalia Copper's hurt again. Cardoso playing with the national team. It's like, it's unreal. This season's been a massive buzzkill. But for DeWanna Bonner, okay, she's expected to sign with the Phoenix Mercury in the coming days. This is all according to ESPN. She's 37 years old. She still has game. Began her career with the Mercury back in 2009 out of Auburn. She was the 5th overall pick. 10 seasons in Phoenix, 2 championships. She went to Connecticut, obviously, 5 seasons there. Very, very productive years. Came very close to winning chips up there. And then the Indiana Fever thing has just been a disaster. Double figures in scoring for DeWanna Bonner. 15 previous seasons in the WNBA. I've been talking about this. You don't do her like this. She won 6 Woman of the Year and then obviously became a starter. And she's at 15, 6, and 2 for her 511 regular season games. She's at 14, 7, and 2 in the playoffs. She's made 6 All-Stars. Very high on the scoring chart and all that kind of stuff. And now she's back. Okay, the WNBA just got better. Now, if Caitlin Clark could just play. I mean, I'm kidding, but it's like, I'm just over it. I was so excited to have Caitlin Clark before the fantasy season, right? So excited. Oh my God, I got Clark. I'm winning this thing, blah, blah, blah. Like it's been literally a poison card or the death card. Like if you get dealt, like if you have Caitlin Clark on your team, especially with these ESPN leagues in one IR spot, you're screwed. Okay, especially if you have another injury, and most of us do because, I mean, it's just a rash. Jonquel Jones, all these ladies are out. And so good luck. You just have to lose man games or woman games and take L's. ESPN's got to fix that. They've got to fix that. But Caitlin Clark is ruining fantasy seasons right now all over the world. Caitlin Clark is doing that. Still love her, but it's a massive buzzkill, and she's got to get that right. So I got a lot to say about Phoenix. Because Phoenix won again last night. Let's talk about how they're going to look now that they have DeWanna Bonner. And you know I love doing this in the NBA. Got my NBA pod coming up at 11 a.m. Very excited to deliver those goodies to you. So I believe DeWanna Bonner will start for Phoenix. I cannot guarantee this. This is what I think will happen. This is what I think should happen. I can't guarantee it will happen. Okay. My starting 5 for Phoenix, and Natasha Mack just went back into the starting 5. I don't know what took them so long, but Mack, Alyssa Thomas, Setu Sabali, DeWanna Bonner, okay, a 3-forward, 3-wing kind of look like maybe Portland does, with Abdia and Jeremy Grant and Tumani Kamara, and that was successful for them. And then Kalia Copper. And you may be saying, where's your point guard? Your point guard is Alyssa Thomas. The walking triple-double, she'll be one of the top assist ladies in the history of the league when she's done, and she's not even a guard, okay? So she's the hub of your offense. You don't really need a ball handling, playmaking point guard like a Skylar Diggins on a team like this, right? You just need bucket getters around Alyssa Thomas. That's how I would go. Now, Westfeld has been a very, very good player for them, taking over from Mac because of her early injury. Sammy Whitcomb has been sensational for Phoenix. Huge reason why they are number 2 in the standings right now. She had a career high 36 points last night. She's been good off the bench. She's been good in the starting lineup. She's just been good. McConaughey's been a good guard for them. Held has been a good player for them as well. So that's a 9-lady rotation right there. And I believe there's a lady or two but those are the primary 9 that I've been kind of noticing consistently and kind of messing around in fantasy. But that's 9 right there. With a lot of star power, with future Hall of Famers, and with one of the best scorers in the league in Kahleah Copper. So you got a lot going on there. Guys, Phoenix is very, very exciting. No longer surprising based on my, preseason, outlook on them. They are at number 2 in the WNBA. They cranked Dallas last night, 102-72. Like I said, Whitcomb had 36. The Mercury can win it all. And I want you to listen to the carefully selected words that I chose. Can. Okay. I usually say that can is kind of empty, not really substantial. But in this case, I think it is. Because think about where you were, I don't know, a month or 5 or 6 weeks ago on the Phoenix Mercury. You weren't thinking about this. I wasn't thinking about this. Coach James Young was high on the Mercury, but I'm not even sure that he saw number 2 in the WNBA at 13-6, behind only the Minnesota Lynx at 17-2. I bet you he didn't see that. So they're a great story in the WNBA. But the fact that I can now say, yeah, they could win the title, they can win the title, is big. Okay. Now, are they expected to? Will they? Are they my prediction too? Those are all different sort of sports talk categories, right? Not willing to go there. They have transformed my perception of them from a non-contender. Heck, I didn't even know if they were going to make the playoffs. Okay. And they transformed all of that to now they're the 3rd best team in the WNBA. I think you can safely say that now. I really do, especially with the balance of power shifting. DeWanna Bonner goes from Indiana in the running for the 3rd best team to Phoenix, who I believe is the 3rd best team. And I know a lot of you may be like, bro, how can you have New York above Phoenix right now? They just won the chip last year. They're taking on L's right now because Jonquel Jones is out for a significant amount of time. Leonie Febish was with the national team for a minute. So, it's not time to panic in New York. It's time to just, I don't know, beat bad teams and try to hang in there and get a win or two against the really good teams. But, New York doesn't have a whole lot of wiggle room. They don't have a whole lot of margin for error. They don't. They've got a great starting 5. Their bench is kind of shallow. And so when they're missing a lady, it throws things off. There aren't a lot of deep teams in the WNBA. There aren't. And depth is so valuable, of course. But Phoenix is deep. They are deep. And think about it. All the time that Copper missed, all the time that Mac missed, Bonner's been with Indiana, okay? So all of these other ladies, the Westfelds and the Whitcombs, they've been playing a ton. Confidence has expanded greatly. And so now, they're role players with what's going on with the big ladies coming in. So they're just that much richer and that much more talented and that much more dangerous. So I'm into the Phoenix thing, dude. I'm into the Phoenix thing. Totally won over. Can't wait to see where it goes from here. Kahleah Copper, come on. Please, let's go. Let's go. The soft tissue injuries with these ladies driving your boy crazy. And you know what else is driving me crazy? I got to say this. Stephanie White, bro. Stephanie White should be ashamed of herself for the mishandling of the DeWanna Bonner situation. I kind of hope it keeps Indiana from winning a chip this year. I am not going to carry and hold this grudge forever. I may not even carry it 3 weeks from now, but it's been my number one gripe about the WNBA, and there have been many, okay? Dallas's treatment of Tierra McCowan, some of the rotational stuff, but the DeWanna Bonner thing, it's the biggest travesty that's happened to the WNBA this year. It just was awful, disrespectful, really a missed opportunity for Indiana, guys. This is DeWanna Bonner that they're just throwing around and waving like shit. Like what? What? Are you high out there? What is going on, dude? This is DeWanna Bonner. This isn't. I don't want to say it. I was going to make an NBA analogy, but I don't want to bang on the guy because I like the guy. But like a guy gets older and he's now kind of just a guy. DeWanna Bonner's not just a lady, okay? DeWanna Bonner said around the time of her departure from Indiana, I want to sincerely thank the Indiana Fever for the opportunity to be part of the Fever franchise, okay? Class. Despite our shared goals and excitement heading into the season, I felt the fit did not work out, and I appreciate the organization's willingness to grant my request to move on, particularly at this point in my career. Okay, I felt the fit did not work. Why are you bringing me off the bench, yo? That's not what we agreed to. That's what she's saying right there. We had conversations. This is why I went there. And then they did a whole different thing. That's what I hear there. And that's what I say. You should be ashamed of yourself. If you make a commitment verbally to somebody like DeWanna Bonner, any human being, but somebody like DeWanna Bonner, you have to uphold that, bro. You do. Or you look foolish, insensitive, ruthless. I don't keep going, right? It's a bad look, dude. It's a bad look. Stephanie White, I can't. So this is what else DeWanna Bonner said. I wish the Fever great success as they continue to build around this dynamic group of young players. Just a class act right there. Okay, Stephanie White, do better. You don't bench a Hall of Famer at the end of her prime. Okay, she's not done. She's not even close to done. She was, well into double figures last year. Okay, she has not hit a wall. Okay, she's DeWanna Bonner. Okay, you play her 30 minutes a game, you wind her up, and you let her go. It's what you do. You don't overthink it with this. And I'm just going to say this right now. There's a reason why DeWanna Bonner came off the bench behind Lexi Hall. There's a reason. The reason's Caitlin Clark. And I don't know if Clark insisted on it or if Stephanie White just did it knowing that would appease her and get her in good graces with her, because it's pretty obvious to me that Caitlin Clark got last year's coach whacked, okay? Like, it's a one and done in your rookie year, and she's just blown out. You can't tell me that Clark had nothing to do with that firing. You can't. I don't believe that, okay? And I don't dislike Caitlin. I'm not banging on Caitlin. I'm a fan of hers. However, I talk critically about everyone. And either Caitlin Clark went to Stephanie and is like, yo, Lexi's got to start, or Stephanie White just did that to placate, I believe, Caitlin, because Stephanie probably does not want to lose this job like the lady did last year. Okay, so then you ask, well, why would Caitlin want? Okay, Caitlin Clark, Lexi Hall, and Sophie Cunningham are a clique. Okay, you can tell the social media stuff, the way they sit together on the bench. And you know what? It's cute. It's cuddly. It's Americana. I like it. Okay, I'm not mad at it. It's cool. It's a great look for Lexi Hall and Sophie Cunningham, okay, to be linked to, like I say, arguably the biggest human being in American professional sports is Caitlin Clark. She's up there with Braun and all the guys. And so it's great for them to be connected with her. They're going to get paid through her, okay? I already see the State Farm ad. I already see it. I already see the State Farm ad. It's Caitlin, it's Lexi, it's Sophie. And the dude, what's his name? Jay from State Farm, is that his name? I don't damn know. And that dude, okay? And maybe Ludacris, I don't know. Their ads are on all the freaking time. I already see the ad. Okay. And so when it comes out like maybe 4 months from now, I'm gonna be like, see, it's gonna be like, I'm gonna be flexing and shit. It's gonna be all that. I'm telling you, I already see the ad. Okay. And all that stuff is candy and nuts, and it's puppies and rainbows, and I like it. Okay. But Kaylin and Lexi are homies. Okay. And Lexi's really good, and she's been really good in their starting five, but you just don't do DeWanna Bonner that way. You don't. You just don't do DeWanna Bonner that way, dude. So, and they did. And so I've said what I need to say, and we will move on. Okay. Angel Reese has been, is, and will be my favorite WNBA player for a long, long time. Okay. I love this lady. I do. It's Rick Kamla. It is the Fantasy WNBA Today. We are on Sports Ethos, and we love having you ladies and gentlemen watching our show right here, because we have a lot of fun with it, and we want you guys to do it as well. Please retweet this on your timelines. Let everybody know your boy Cam is talking about the WNBA. Angel Reese. I'm going to get into the history that she is making in a minute, but let's have a laugh first. Okay, so she's making all of this history, right? Rebounding and the streak and the volume of rebounding. It's insane. And so there's this narrative, because there's haters out there, probably the same people that, SGA's a foul baiter, man. It's fraudulent, man. He's a foul baiter. Like, shut up. Such a horrible take. I don't want to be in a barbershop. Obviously, I haven't been in a barbershop in a while. Okay. But, I don't want to be in a barbershop and hear somebody say, I wouldn't clobber the guy. I'm just not that guy. I would just get out of the conversation. I would just sit there and my hair would get cut. It's like asking somebody, what kind of music do you like? And they say, I like everything. End of conversation. I can't work with that. Everything? No, you don't. I bet you don't like death metal. No, you don't. You don't like everything. Okay. And it's such a stupid, vague answer. I like everything. Oh, conversation over. I can't work with that. I mean, give me something. I like country, to which I'll turn up my nose. I like EDM, to which I'll go, unsi, 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 unsi. I mean, come on, give me something to work with here. Anyway, back to our story. So Angel Reese has a lot of haters, okay, as you know, and as she knows. So they have this stupid ass narrative about her that it's me bounds and she bounds, as in like she's being selfish about it, and like the whole premise of it, dude. Grabbing rebounds takes effort and skill and motor and drive and all that and dog. Okay. So getting rebounds to me is one of the most unselfish things you can do on a basketball court. Saying me, it doesn't make sense. It's illogical. It's oxymoronic. Okay. How you be selfish on the basketball court is ball hogging and taking shots early in the shot clock, being a scorer who leaves their teammates behind and just goes, 1-on-3 and 1-on-2, and you're turning the ball over in the lane and it's bouncing off your kneecaps because you're going out of control and it's the you show, right? That's selfish basketball. We've seen it on professional hardwood. Okay. Kobe at times drifted into that. He did. Okay. It's fine. But he did. You played with that guy or girl at the park or at LA Fitness, okay? Where, they think they're the man. I didn't play with, women. So I just played with dudes, pick up ball coming up. And, there's usually that guy that thinks he's hot shit, right? And he's taking every shot. And I was always like a glue guy, a rebounder, shot blocker. I could make an open shot. So I'm just kind of chilling, like wide open on the baseline from 15. If you just want to dump it off to me, my 15-footer from the baseline used to be like pretty good, pretty reliable. So anyway, but getting rebounds to me is extremely unselfish. Do you remember when they were saying about Westbrook that he's stat padding and that Enes Kanter and Steven Adams are getting out of the way to allow him to get rebounds? Just such a whack take, right? So incorrect. Because as a guard like Westbrook, what is he, 6'4", boom, grabbing all these boards. It's effort, it's drive, it's unbelievable athleticism and conditioning to be able to do that. And Angel Reese has all of that. She doesn't have the athleticism of Russ, don't get me wrong, but she is monetizing the haters. She has a t-shirt that says me bounce and she bounce, and she's selling it. And I actually want to buy it, okay? Angel, if it's $50, I ain't buying it, yo. If it's $20, I'll probably 25. If it's 30, I don't like a $30 t-shirt. I think a $30 t-shirt is, you're out of your mind. Like, to me, 25 is a high price point for a t-shirt, but like, that's okay. And you're like, I'm not stingy. I can buy some t-shirts, it's not, but then it just becomes stupid money. Like if you go to a concert and I don't know, like maybe I'm in town and their t-shirts are $50, right? F off, dude. I already paid for the ticket, beers, hot dog. I'm not spending $50 on a t-shirt. You got me effed up, bro. I'm not doing that. No way. Are you spending $50 on a Metallica t-shirt? If you are, knock yourself out, baller. So I love that she's monetizing what the haters are saying about her. SGA he should probably take a little, a tip from this and do a foul baiting thing and like have fun with it and like mock the haters, make money off of it. Like SGA, can I get 5%? Can I get a cut on that? It's my idea. SGA, do it that way you want. All right. Boy, I love this show, man. I get so fired up for this show, talking WNBA, at least all these other tangents. Your boy. Rick Kamla, it's the Fantasy WNBA Today. We've got the great Andre Lemouche with us as well, BITB, which stands for Best in the Biz. So I want to get into the history that Angel Reese has made. Angel Reese has the most 15-point, 15 rebound, 5 assist games in a player's first 2 seasons in the history of the WNBA. I'm just going to kind of go through this. There's so much of it. Angel Reese became the first player in WNBA history with 15-plus rebounds in 5 consecutive games. First player. The rebounds went 17, 16, 18, 17, 19, all double-doubles. And 3 of those games, the assists were great too. The dimes in these games is 6, 7, 2, 6, 4. About 5 a game. Double figures scoring in all of the games. Okay. She's rolling. This is the Angel I thought we were going to get. She got off to a slow start, right? But she has joined the party. And she is rocking the party right now, dude. Angel Reese has the 5th most games in WNBA history with 15, 15, and 5. The 5th most games in WNBA history with 15, 15, and 5. She's played like 1.25 seasons in the WNBA. And she has the 5th most 15, 15, 5 games. Does that math resonate with you? That math is insane for me. That tells you how rare that stat line is. Like in the NBA, and I'm not trying to diminish one. I'm just trying to point it out. In the NBA, a 15, 15, 5, okay, is like a really good night. You know what I mean? I didn't know that was that rare of a stat combo in the WNBA. 5th most of those in WNBA history, 15, 15, and 5 for Angel Reese. And she's played 1.25 years. Insanity, okay? I got another stat for you. NBA and WNBA, players to record 75 points, 65 rebounds, and 20 assists over a 4-game span. So we've been talking about over a 5-game span, but if you do over a 4-game span, okay, 75 points, 65 boards, 20 assists. Angel Reese is the only WNBA player. So we're talking NBA and WNBA, and this is over a 4-game span since 2000. And Angel Reese is the only WNBA player to do it. The NBA names to do it are Jokic, Giannis, Duncan, Dirk, Embiid, Garnett, Westbrook, Shaq, Andre Drummond, it's my guy, DeMarcus Cousins, Domantas Sabonis, the most hated player in the NBA, Jarrett Allen, and Karl Anthony Towns. It's a pretty dope list right there. Angel Reese making history. We have more of it. Most rebounds over a 5-game span ever in the WNBA. Angel Reese last year, Angel Reese this year, and then Angel Reese last year, and then last year, and then last year. If you take like separate 5-game spans, okay? So nobody's done it better. That's the most in WNBA history. All Angel Reese, like how Wilt Chamberlain does the leaderboards and points in the NBA. That's Angel Reese with boards in the WNBA already. Longest streaks of 15 points and 15 boards. Angel Reese this year. Asia Wilson last year 3. Okay, Angel's at 4. Asia did it 3 times, won MVP. Jonquel Jones did it 3 times in 2021. She won MVP. Lisa Leslie did it 3 times in 2006. She won MVP. I don't think Angel's going to win MVP this year, but you get the idea. Okay, I have a take for you. It's ahead of its time. It's going to hit you as a hot take, but it's not. You know it's true. You just don't want to admit it yet. I'm ready to say it right now. Angel Reese is the best rebounder in WNBA history. Period. She just doesn't have the counting numbers yet. She doesn't have that. She hasn't played 10 years, 15 years. She will be the all-time rebound leader in the WNBA. No question in my brain. She'll be the all-time WNBA leader in double-doubles. No question in my brain. None. She's going to be the all-time leader for, all of these weird stack combination games because she's that versatile. Look, she's not a shot maker, okay? But she's very skilled. The assist thing, right? Major development for Angel this year. She wasn't handing out 7, 8, 6 dimes a game last year. She wasn't doing that last year. That's a wrinkle she's added to her game. All right, give her credit for that. Or don't, I don't care, and neither does she. But I'll give her credit for that. But she's the best rebounder in the history of the WNBA. She is factually and objectively proving that every night in the W. I got another stat for you on Angel Reese. Her total box score production has risen to 31.5, tying her with Paige Bueckers for 5th league-wide, okay? And it's Nafisa Collier, Asia Wilson, Alyssa Thomas, Brianna Stewart, Paige, and Angel, okay? That's the company Angel's keeping. She's now hanging out box score-wise, which is stat-wise, with the top 5 players in the WNBA. The MVP candidates, the first ballot Hall of Famers, like that group, okay? And then one more thing here on Angel Reese, just because, like I said, she's my favorite player. I love her personality. I love how out there she is. She's a model and all this kind of stuff. It's cool. It's cool. I like people who are comfortable in their own skin and are just living their lives big and not worried about what other people think about. I like that. I plug into that. So her personality rocks too, right? She has an ongoing beef with the refs. It's a major headline in the WNBA right now. I'm more into monetizing the haters and the stats, right, and the history. But, she got into it with the refs. I saw the soundbite after the game where she started cussing and stuff. I was like, get him, Angel, get him. Brittany Griner just cussed out the refs on national TV. Angel, you can drop a cuss word or two in a post game, get everybody's attention, which she did. So she was banging on the refs after the game, which I will admit is not smart, but I'm so here for it. And I know what you're thinking right now. Dude, you bang nonstop on Luka for yelling at the refs and the constant dialogue with the refs. I do. It's bratty with Luka. It's I want my way now, and I want my way. That's how it hits me, like a child. It's bratty. Angel Reese's stuff isn't bratty. Angel Reese, she's under the basket, grabbing boards, going back up, getting killed, and they're not calling fouls. So Angel is a divisive personality. You kind of either like her or maybe you have other thoughts about it. All right? Maybe some of the refs don't like Angel. And so they swallow their whistle when she gets hacked going up, for a putback. But she's over it. To me, this is tactical. This is strategic. This is bullshit. Woo, blowing the whistle. I got to cry foul on this. Luka, I mean, it's every missed shot. You're like, dude, the guy didn't even touch you, and he's slapping his thighs and you know, the other team's going up on a 5-on-4 and they get an easy basket because Luka's back here screaming at the ref. I mean, God bless America, bro. I still get pissed off about it. And he's actually gotten a little bit better at it. That is conduct detrimental to yourself and your team. All right? Because you're coming off like a whiny little wussy brat. But that's not the case with Angel. And so Angel put out, boom, whatever that is, I don't care if I get fined because that shit cheap. He was like putting out what Angel said. He kind of like took maybe the highlight of the tirade that Angel had. I don't care if I get fined because that shit cheap. Meaning like she needs to get some foul calls, right? And so Angel quote retweeted that and said, IDGAF, do better at WNBA. Okay, so I don't give a do better. Like, yes, now we're cussing out here. Now we're throwing, like she didn't say it, but like the F word is there. Like, yes, do your thing, Angel. We love you out here. I want to tell you about the Sports Ethos app. It is free. Free. Sports Ethos app. Go to your favorite app store. NBA, NFL, MLB. We got you covered. Take advantage of our fantasy basketball tools. Our app is your ultimate edge. Don't miss out. Guys, I told you this is a power pack show. I got to accelerate the pace here a little bit because I'm only at 3 of my top 3. But I riff, we do our thing. And we're having fun, right? Pardon me. I'm going to hit you with another hot take. Are you sitting down? Paige Bueckers might be better than Caitlin Clark. Again, listen to the words I'm saying because most of you don't. She might be better than Caitlin Clark. I'm not saying she will be. I'm not saying she won't be. I'm saying she might be. And you know what? 2 months into her pro career, I think that's a pretty big statement to make. Okay? Will she gain the notoriety of Caitlin Clark? I would bet a lot of money that she does not do that. Caitlin Clark and America are just grooving on each other, okay? Sometimes it just happens like that. She's obviously a spectacular player, but they like her look. They like her personality. America and Caitlin Clark hit it off, bro. They did, and we're right in the middle of the honeymoon right now. And buckle up because it's going nowhere. And I like it. It's cool. Like I said, it's candy and hot dogs and puppy dogs and rainbows and Americana. It's all good, dude. I'm just saying, on the court, skill-wise, Paige Bueckers might be as good as Caitlin Clark. Paige Bueckers she's exceeding my expectations, and I had high expectations, okay? My expectations for her were like 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th best player in the league coming into a rookie year. Well, she is like hovering around the top 5 of WNBA players right now. Okay. She's exceeding expectations. Against Phoenix this past week, 23 points, 5 assists, made 8 of 11 shots. Check out this history. Joins Jennifer Azzi as the only rookies in franchise history with multiple 20-point games on 70%. I got a bunch of history here on Paige Bueckers. She scored or assisted on 453 points throughout 14 games. Okay. It's the most in WNBA history. 14-game stretch. Points that she scored or assisted on. 14-game stretch. The number is 453. It's the most in WNBA history. Oh, what? Her career just started. This is not the final month of her rookie season. This is the first month of her rookie season. What? Caitlin Clark didn't do that. Lisa Leslie didn't do that. I mean, bad example, right? She's not a point guard, but you get the point. Like none of the Diana Taurasi didn't do that. By the way, I looked up DT. DT's 4th in assists because I got a Chelsea Gray joint coming up. DT's 4th in assists. I kind of slept on that, right? I know she's the all-time. DT's my GOAT, man. 4th in dimes, 1st in points. Love DT. We miss you out here, DT. We do. Hope you're enjoying retirement, man. Check this out. Field goal percentage among guards averaging 15-plus points. This is this year, right? Paige Bueckers, 47.5. Alicia Gray, 45.6. And then Diggins and McBride and Mitchell, and it goes on down. Okay, think about that. Paige Bueckers, first month on the job, field goal percentage, guards, 15 plus points. She's lapping the field. Ionescu's on this list. Clark, Plum, all the best guards in the league are on this list. They're all looking up at Paige Bueckers. Paige Bueckers might be better than Caitlin Clark. The Dallas Wings announced they will move their August 1st game against the Indiana Fever to American Airlines Center to accommodate more fans. Okay. The Wings and Fever played in front of a crowd of 20,409 on June 27th. And once again, well, hold on a second. Caitlin Clark never plays, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's not the right move. What else do I have here? Okay. I think I already talked about that. The Paige and Box Score Productions, like top 5. She's helping Dallas win now. I think they're like 6-12 now, but they were like 1-11, right? So they've kind of been winning some games here. And Paige Bueckers, obviously, because Arike Ogunbowale's been out for a while. That's another lady. You like my fantasy season? It's just dissolving. It's dissolving, man. It's unreal. I've never seen anything like it in any sport. I play in 10 baseball leagues a year, 10. Shit, I'm in 15 fantasy football leagues, 10 to 15 NBA leagues. You guys know I'm in 7 WNBA leagues this year. You guys know how I rock. And I can't remember the last season in any sport I've played where I've been as ravaged by injuries as this year in the WNBA. I can't. It's been absolutely insane. I have a bunch of teams that are upside down, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can't drop these hot shots I can't. You just got to take L's, hope they get healthy, hope you make the playoffs and make a run. And again, that's ESPN's fault. It's not my fault. If you have 3 IR spots, I'm not in the trouble, in the doldrums I'm in. And a lot of other fantasy players out there suffering the exact same fate. I'm not dropping Clea Copper. I'm not dropping Nafisa freaking Collier when she's out. I'm not dropping McBride. I'm not dropping, Clea Copper. You can't drop these ladies. Brittany Griner misses a game. You can't drop Brittany Griner, okay? But you also can't put them on IR, so you just take L's out here. ESPN fix it. But WNBA fantasy is still in the, the Ice Age, the dinosaur. I don't damn know. I don't know how you say that. But, we're not in the tech age of WNBA fantasy. We're not. We're doing our best out here. My bottom 3. WNBA pay has been, is, and probably will continue to be it's just out of control. It's out of control. I asked this question, it's loaded and it's rhetorical, but how do the powers that be sleep at night? Let me give you a stat, okay? WNBA All-Star game coming up. It's a pretty big deal. The powers that be, which is the league, the teams, the network, the arena, the city, okay? They're all raking in cash. It's going to be a ton of people in town, a lot of money going around, and the ladies are getting none of it. Each WNBA All-Star will receive $2,575 for participating in this month's All-Star game. MVPs earning double. They get $2,500 for playing in this game. And then this stat was put out on Twitter. Meanwhile, AFLAC will award more than 20 times that amount to winners of its All-Star Weekend events. That is an example of the money that I was just talking about that will be thrown around Indianapolis. You explain to me how the ladies are getting paid. Doesn't look like they are. $2,500, okay? After taxes, I don't know what that is. It's a car payment and maybe a mortgage payment. I don't know. Like, that's all it is. That's not, I'm going to WNBA All-Star. I'm making a nice little chunk on $25,000 or something, right? I bet the ladies would love to grab a little $25,000. We know the salaries are just stupidly out of control. Guys, the salaries of WNBA players need to rise at the same level of the popularity of the sport. Sounds pretty logical, right? Let me be the voice of reason here. The salaries of WNBA players need to rise at the same level as the popularity of the sport. It does not need to rise more than is the popularity of the sport, but it needs to run parallel to the popularity rise of the sport. And it's clearly not. Okay. The powers that be are taking it and running with it and being greedy about it, super greedy about it. The league needs to voluntarily shred the current collective bargaining agreement and redo it in concert with the WNBA, with the WNBPA, and bring in Adam Silver if you need. He'll help you out with that. Okay. Now, well, maybe not, because the NBA has an incredibly league-friendly CBA, an incredibly player-unfriendly bad example. Although I do love Adam. And he usually has the player's best interests at heart. And look, he's just very involved. But the owners are who came together to create the buzzkillish NBA second apron bullshit and all that. That's the owner's fault. It's not Adam Silver's fault, at least not directly. But Kathy Engelbert, they're not going to do this, okay? Like, if you're rich and you're in the 1% and you're asked to give up some of that to feed those below you, do you ever do that? In American history, has anybody ever done that? Probably a couple examples. But no, the rich hoard it. They're greedy. They're power hungry. And it's gross. It's gross. And it's glaring. Okay. This isn't, you're not running a corporation where it's just, AMC Inc. or something. I don't damn care about that. It's your company. Knock yourself out. You're selling widgets. Cool. Sell a bunch of widgets that nobody cares. Okay. This is the WNBA. You're on the big stage, yo, okay? You're on Broadway now. We all care. You're mainstream now, okay? And we're all looking at the money that your ladies are making, and we're like, oh, my God, America is literally not understanding this. It's not making sense, okay? But it makes perfect sense. It's the rich being greedy and hoarding money. And the WNBA, the league, needs to shred the CBA voluntarily and go, you know what? This sucks. This isn't even right. We're raking in all of this money. You guys, how does Kathy Engelbert sleep at night? How does she sleep at night? Knowing that these ladies are toiling, okay? They're thriving on the court, and like if you're making 60 grand or 70 grand, way too normal a wage for these superheroes. It just does not make sense. I got another one in my bottom three here, number 2. This is from my boy Andre Lemouche. It is. He sent me this. This little note about Natalie Nakase, the coach of the Las Vegas Aces, and what she did with Julie Van Loo. So, Andre, thank you for that. I got a blended take for you here, Andre, because Andre's fired up about this, and I'm going to get into some of what he sent me here in a minute. Matter of fact, I'll read it right now. He said, get Juste out of this classless franchise. He said Van Loo literally skipped the parade after winning back-to-back Eurobasket gold, where the King of Belgium was in attendance, to fly across the world and join her team, being the the Golden State Valkyries. He said, and then we get this, Natalie Nakase, quote, I think that was out of respect. And he said, seriously, out of respect, she missed celebrating a historic once-in-a-lifetime achievement to be a professional and show up for you, and that's the takeaway. Come on. So, Andre, we never hear you or see you on these shows. So I did want to bring that and let him. Andre's brilliant. I say that all the time. He is the king of international ball. He knows everything about all these ladies, all these dudes. He watched every female Eurobasket game that was just going on, giving me updates. He's the man. Okay. Now, with all that said and all that respect, and I do like Julie Van Loo's game. I liked it when she tried to wrestle Sophie Cunningham, and Sophie Cunningham got up and was helped her up. It was smiling that all you got? Sophie Cunningham, you can do no wrong with me right now. You can't. But I got a take for you here. And we got 10 minutes to go. I got my NBA show at 11. Natalie Nakase is a gangster already. I don't like how she treated Van Loo. I don't. And I feel bad for Van Loo that she couldn't, stay with her teammates and party all night, till 7 a.m. in one of those European clubs, unsi. It would have been great. I would have liked to have been there. Okay. So that sucks. It does. But she's a gangster. Okay. Obviously, Natalie Nakase doesn't really care about your feelings, okay? And like I say all the time, I like that. I don't want to be on the other end of it, but as a sports analyst, I like it because I know the hard asses win. It's proven. Bobby Knight, Woody Hayes, like a lot, Bo Schembechler. I mean, I could go on, right? Mike Tomlin, Bill Cowher, like the hard asses win, man. They just do. They don't care about your feelings. Win for me right now or get the hell out of here. That coaching philosophy fucking wins. It works. Okay, consistently, it's tried and true. Becky Hammond, okay, Tom Thibodeau, Ime Udoka. I could go on. You get the point. Okay, the hard asses win. So GSV, I mean, you got a hard ass in Nakase. You do. She's a gangster. Okay, y'all are 9-9 in the playoff chase right now as an expansion team, and we talked about this. I'm still going to call this the best story in the WNBA. The second best story is the Phoenix Mercury. All right. And the money that they're making, they're outdrawing the Indiana Fever. Like the GSV thing is crazy. All right, last few minutes of my show here. I want to talk WNBA All-Star, and it's number 3 in my bottom 3. I got a lot of other stuff planned, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get to it today, which is fine. All right, who was snubbed? Here are the starters. Caitlin Clark, but she won't play, obviously. Nafisa Collier, Aaliyah Boston, Paige Bueckers, Alicia Gray, Sabrina Ionescu, Nneka Ogwumike, Setu Sabali, Brianna Stewart, Asia Wilson. Usual suspects, all chalky, all make sense. Your reserves, all right? Sonia Citron of Washington. Houston, we have a problem. Then I'll get to that in just a second. Skylar Diggins, no doubt. Ryan Howard, no doubt. Kiki Iriafin, my new favorite player. Angel's my favorite player. My new favorite player is Kiki Iriafin. She's an all-star. Kelsey Mitchell, duh. Kelsey Plum, another. She's my second favorite player behind Angel. Alyssa Thomas, duh. Kayla Thornton, she's been the lady for the Valkyries. Courtney Williams has been sensational for Minnesota. And Gabby Williams, told you. And Jackie Young for the Las Vegas Aces. Jackie Young, 17-4-4, 1.2 steals, 1.7 threes, 44, 31, 91 shooting splits. Legit, no problem with that. Jackie Young's, I was going to say stud. Sorry, it's a word that like awesome. I'll just go with that. I'm a fan of Jackie Young. Anyway, that's an all-star line right there. No problem with it. There's one lady that should not be on the all-star team that is on the all-star team, and I really like her game, okay? But it's too early for this. Sonia Citron should not be an all-star this year. I don't understand it, okay? She's at 14-5-2 PRA, points, rebounds, assists, 14-5-2, 1.1 steals, 1.7 threes. Her shooting splits are amazing. I will give her that. 47, 38, 87. It's a rookie. That's incredible. Okay, great pick, 3rd overall by Washington. Bravo. What a draft they had, by the way. Iriafin, Citron. What a draft, okay? Kudos, flowers, all of it. But she should not be an all-star over. There's several you can make a case for. Brittany Sykes, okay, she's at 18-4-4. Again, Citron's at 14-5-2. Azura Stevens of LA, 15-8-2 is her line, all better than Citron. Kayla McBride of Minnesota, 15-2-3. Cheryl Reeve had something to say about that. She was upset that Minnesota didn't have 3 all-stars. Well, Sonia Citron making the all-star team, Coach Reeve, is why McBride did not make the all-star team. And obviously there were others. And then Brianna Jones of Atlanta, she's been fantastic. 14-8-2, 51 from the field. So I believe that all of these ladies should have made the all-star team over Sonia Citron. But I'm saving the best for last. The biggest snub, the most like what the hell snub, is Dearica Hamby of the LA Sparks. All right. 17, 7, and 4 is her points, rebounds. 17, 7, and 4, y'all. 0.6 blocks, 1.9 steals, which is amazing. 54 from the field, and 61 from the line's not good, but who cares? She should be an all-star. She is the biggest snub. And I really, really don't understand Sonia Citron making the all-star team over Dearica Hamby. I just don't. All right, I got a couple of minutes left here. I got to shout out Chelsea Gray. She gets the KAMMY of the week, okay? She just moved past Becky Hammond, her coach, on the all-time assist list. Chelsea Gray is 6th all time. 6th. That's crazy. All right. It's Sue Bird, Vandersloot, Tisha Penichero, Diana Taurasi, Lindsay Whalen, and Chelsea Gray. How cool is that? Then it's Becky Hammond, Natasha Cloud, Candace Parker, and Skylar Diggins. Chelsea Gray is 6th all time in dimes. All right. Her resume is a joke. 3-time WNBA champion, WNBA Finals MVP, 6-time All-Star, 3-time All-WNBA, Commissioner Cup champ, Commissioner Cup MVP, Skills Challenge championship. Who cares about that? Unrivaled champion, Finals MVP of Unrivaled. Okay, the pop-up Ladies League, right? The first year she won the whole thing. Champion, Finals MVP. ACC Player of the Year. She did not win a college championship, but my God, what a resume. Oh, by the way, she is 49th all-time in points, 44th all-time in steals, no doubt Hall of Famer. She's like 32. She's still got, years left. So, guys, we would like you to subscribe to the Sports Ethos YouTube channel. Follow at Ethos Fantasy NBA, at Ethos Fantasy WNBA. Pardon me, I got that wrong. At Ethos WNBA on Twitter and Blue Sky. Don't forget to drop a thumbs up on the video. Again, please download the app. The Sports Ethos app is free at your favorite app store. And go to our website, sportsethos.com. We have amazing content for the NFL, college football fantasy, which your boy is handling, MLB, NBA. We got you covered on all that. Okay, we're going to help you win fantasy leagues, win bets, win future bets. Everything you need, we got it at sportsethos.com. All right. For Andre Lemush, I am Rick Kamla. Guys, we will see you next Tuesday here. We have moved the WNBA show from Monday to Tuesday. Next Tuesday at 11 o'clock, we will bring you the WNBA show. So Tuesday, 11 a.m., your boy Cam with the Fantasy WNBA Today here on the Sports Ethos Fantasy Sports Network. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Enjoy the upcoming week in the WNBA. I love you all.